All right, so it's day 2 of the FLW KBF Open here on Lake Nickajack, and it's raining. All right, the difference between today's rain and yesterday's rain is today's rain's vertical. It's drizzling. It's a little harder than a drizzle, but it's stationary, so there's not a lot of wind associated with it. But it means these anglers are going to have to get out there and fish in these conditions. It looks like it's set to clear up around 10. Problem is, fishing only lasts till 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. There's definitely going to be the need to fish wet if you want to win this thing, depending on what part of the lake you're on. We're at the north end. A lot of guys are fishing south, and it looks like if you look at the radar, it's going to be clearing to the south first. So maybe the guys fishing in the south are going to have a little bit better chance at getting that open water without the rain, but also means they have a little bit further drive. So it's kind of a, you know, it's trade-off. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to be watching the live leaderboard. We're going to go try to find some anglers on the water. I have to go do FLW live at 8:30, and so I've got to be there at 8. It means I don't have enough time to get on the water first thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go meet up with a couple of anglers at the boat ramp, and then we're going to head to FLW live, then head back out, jump on the water, and go see if I can't catch a fish and catch up with some of the anglers on the water. Here we go. All right, guys, so it's day 2 of the FLW KBF Open here on beautiful Nickajack Lake. We're hooking up with Clayton Haskey right here. Clayton is from Ohio, doing a little urban fishing kind of a thing, right? It's chosen the urban route. So, Clayton, where are you sitting after day 1?
A little further back, the middle of the pack. I'm like 64th place, but I'm only 10 inches out of 20th place. So
you got a chance.
Absolutely.
You got a chance.
Got a chance.
So one thing to keep in mind is everybody's not just fishing to win this thing, but the top 20 get their $500 entry fee into the FLW KBF Cup in Hot Springs, Arkansas waived. So a lot of folks are fishing for that 20-inch cut line mark, if you want to call it that. But, of course, everybody still wants to be hoisting that big check up on stage and the trophy. So, Clayton, get out there, man. I was checking out your boat. It looks like you're set up for top, middle, and bottom. You got the whole water column covered.
Yep.
Get out there, get after them. Good luck, and I'll see you at the weigh-in.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it,
Chad. Thanks a lot.
Well, guys, the morning started off pretty wet, but up ahead I can see that the skies are breaking, things are clearing up. I have to head over to Dayton, to the Welcome Center, to the Boat Dock and Marina to do a FLW live with Chris from FLW, and then I'm going to head back out and try to find a place to jump in the water, catch a few fish, interview some anglers, and then we're going to head to the FLW weigh-in this evening and crown a champion of the first ever FLW KBF Open, and we're going to find out who makes it in the top 20 to move on to the Forest Wood. Oops, don't say that. It's FLW now. To move on to the FLW KBF Cup in Hot Springs. Top 20 get their entry fee comped. Top 100 qualify. We got 103, so 3 people could end up the Bubble Boys. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Checked the leaderboard a minute ago, and guys were already posting fish up, so things are heating up, and it's going to get exciting. Like I said, we got to go do an FLW live real quick. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to talk about. I'm sure we're going to talk about kayak fishing and the Open, and you know what's going on, and then then I'm going to head out and get on the water. So all this work stuff gets in the way of fishing. I mean, I know people think, oh, you just fish. I wish I just fished, but I got to do all this other stuff to get it, to be able to fish. So I guess, I mean, the work that I do allows me to fish more, so therefore yeah, I'm not complaining, because I know y'all weren't be having any of it if I was.
not tall enough right now.
You want to switch?
Yeah, you guys might want to swap.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
There we go.
6'2", yeah, that
Oh, I'm
works
6'2"
better.
also, so
Oh, yeah, I got you.
it
Didn't
is
really
just the
matter.
hill.
Yeah.
Here, I can always do this. I had to do this when Charlie Evans was with us. So.
You know what I do in the interviews? I spread my feet, and then I just kind of get down on their level.
Yeah, there
and
you
it's like,
go.
it's
That's
stupid.
smart. Yeah, there you go.
Until somebody shoots a wide frame of it, and people are like, "What the hell are you doing, dude?"
He just has a wide stance.
Yeah. Start going back like this.
Yeah.
It's my like Captain Morgan stance.
Oh, the old Captain Morgan.
Boy, it's turning into a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, could I get you two to scooch in towards each other just a tiny little
Yep.
right there?
Like all the.
Yeah, like each other. There you go.
Boys, I'm here with.
we could just turn both V's, you know what I mean? And just look over our shoulder.
Beauty shots. There we go.
That's awesome, man. That's hilarious.
I did an interview with Charlie Ingram like 4 years ago, and he said, "Well, Chad, I bet you appreciate this interview, don't you?" I said, "What's that?" He said, "Not many guys out there make you look skinny." I was like,
Appreciate that, brother.
"Appreciate that." New diet
Can I
program.
just get you to talk into that?
Do interviews
Yep,
with
you got it.
people bigger than you. It's kind of like the girls that go to bars. You know what I mean? The one semi-cute girl always goes with two uglier girls. That way she looks better by default.
Ugly friend.
Oh my
The
God.
ugly friend, the Duff.
This is gonna go well in the. We're vlogging this, just so you know.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
The designated. So
I
that
just
was
teased
Ryan that came up with the Duff. Just so y'all know, that's RYAN.
The dreamy, unbelievable friend.
There you go. Look at
Yes,
you,
Yes.
Mr.
Good
Positive.
save. Good save.
5, 4, 3.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Man, I caught up with Chad Hoover of the Dee Zee KBF Nope. Nope. FLW KBF.
FLW KBF. Hey man,
me again,
I'm
buddy.
down. I'm down with what he's. I'm picking up what you're putting
There
down.
we go.
All right, we'll go again.
Yeah, you got it.
5, 4, 3.
Absolutely, man. It's a great partnership. Thanks for joining
man.
me on
Appreciate
the set
it.
today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. I appreciate everything you've done for this business, buddy.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And I know you ain't filming all this.
We are.
No.
All right, don't worry. Don't film.
No,
All right, well, so that was pretty cool. Guy just walked up to me, said he's a big fan of the show. We exchanged information. He's a big hunter. Looks like we're gonna hook up and try to stick an animal. But he gave me a sunscreen that is no DEET, no pesticides, 100% natural, and it says it's 100% made, bottled, formulated, and made in America. So that's pretty cool. We'll give this stuff a shot because I'm gonna be needing some bug screen here soon. So that's awesome. That's probably the best part about this job is to see the effect that it has on people and how much they enjoy the content. So anyway, we're gonna jump in the truck. I'm gonna drink my apple cider vinegar, trying to keep this fitness thing rolling. We're gonna go find an angler, find some water, and yeah, see if I can't get out there and set the hook on a fish. I'm tired of talking about it. I wanna do it, man. I wanna do it, man. In my best Dave Chappelle voice. We need to do it, man. Anyway, let's do it. We're about to go hop in the water and do some fishing around the weigh-in location before we get ready for the weigh-in in about 2 hours. The leaderboard is about to get shut off as it's noon Eastern time. So let's take a look. Brian Korostetsky is sitting in first place with 174.25 inches, and Ryan Lambert, who's led most of the day, is sitting in second place with 167.25 inches. That's quite a lead to overcome. All right, guys, so we made it back over to Dayton, and I'm gonna jump in the water and see if I can't catch a fish back up the creek right here by the Dayton boat ramp and marina. And so here's the deal. I've got a cool new toy I've been playing with, and you know, I literally try to keep things simple, and then I also get so overcomplicated sometimes that people go, dude, what are you doing? But my job is to bring you options for different products, and so that you understand what those options are and the different things that you can use that work great or don't work great with kayak fishing. So there's this product called Deeper, right? Let me show you how it works. So you can actually use it as a castable unit, or you can mount it on this flexible rod that allows you to put the transducer into the water like this. The reason that this is on there, I learned pretty quickly the first time I went out by just attaching the ball directly to the bottom, is that if the boat rocks or if there's any wave action, your transducer comes in and out of the water. When these two contacts on the bottom aren't making contact with the water, you don't have a signal because that's what powers the unit on. So this unit right here makes the system ride up and down, accounts for the wave action, and more importantly, accounts for the rocking of the kayak. So the system connects directly to your iPhone, it connects directly to your smartphone or tablet, and then they made this really cool system right here, and I didn't think I was gonna like this, to be honest with you, but it attaches to your paddle shaft. Now, I gotta say this, even though the folks at Deeper made this for specifically for their unit, because you can attach your phone to it, I've actually started using it to put my smartphone on there, like even when I'm doing other stuff, like just looking at videos or checking the leaderboard or whatever. So it's actually a pretty cool paddle shaft attachment. And then I'm going to make up a pole that I can put in the front of the kayak so I can put the unit on there and attach it to it so that I can actually set my unit up right up front. And then I'm going to make a phone holder just above my depth finder where I can compare what I'm seeing with my Lowrance with what I'm seeing with my Deeper. I think the 1-2 punch of a castable transducer, especially when you're checking flats and ditches under docks, letting it swing with current, things along those lines, is going to be invaluable for that, finding that spot on the spot before you paddle over the top of it and spook fish, especially in shallow to semi-shallow water, or when there's bright sun out and you don't want to get your sun angle over the top of the fish and spook them. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot more of my kind of thoughts on this product as I get better at using it, as I get more familiar with the software. We'll do a full walkthrough when I'm inside a room in a shaded place to kind of show you how it works. But for now, I'm just going to get out there, throw it in the water, hook it up. We'll go try to catch a fish, and we're going to weigh in a champion here at the 2019 KBF. We're going to weigh in a champion here at the 2019 FLW KBF Open, Dayton, Tennessee, Lake Nickajack. All right, guys, you can hear boats idling behind me. We are literally in Dayton, pretty much 100 yards from the marina, where we're going to do the weigh-in for the FLW KBF Open, and the boats are starting to come in. Got about an hour to kill. Decided to throw the kayak in the water, see if I can't catch some fish out here in this basin. There's a little creek that swings around. There ought to be some fish back here, and you know, if somebody decided they wanted to demo the boat, I kind of wanted to have it in the water, so didn't get to get in the water today, running around playing host. So I decided I would get out here now with a little bit of time left and see if I can catch me one. Yeah, got 18 feet right here under me and a bluff wall right there. We're going to put some baits up against it and see how we can do. Let's just see how we do. Here we go. Fish on. Yeah. I figured there'd be a couple right here along this channel drop. I mean, it's definitely not a monster, but I'm going to work my way up here to this Y in the channel, and there ought to be a good fish there. I'm going to let the wind blow me down this bank, see if I can't catch a few more there on that bank, and then we'll head over here and pitch to the base of these little cypress trees, see if we can't catch one there. So one thing you want to keep in mind when you're fishing a worm on a lightweight in deep water is to, when it gets in the water, pull a little line off and then just put a swoop in your line. As it's falling, if you see that little hop in your line, you know that's a fish, and you can guys that really know what they're doing call that line watching. So when you're worm fishing, any kind of plastics, line watching on the fall in deeper water is definitely the way to go. Just so y'all know, there's some giant bass on the bed. Like, I would have never believed it with 74-degree water temperature. 2 coves over there. Yeah, I lost track of time. I set an alarm to be at the meeting thinking I was going to walk 5 minutes. I was a 20-minute paddle away. It's like, dang.
Yeah.
You got them all here, Chad?
We got most of them. So we got 4 of 10 here because there was Chattanooga traffic on the weekend. Any Sunday in the South, there are going to be people on the roads. That's just how it works. But most of the guys are making it back. They're showing up. We're doing the pre-production brief right now. We're about to take these guys up on stage and announce the first ever FLW KBF Open champion. Yep. Okay. They're telling me to hold up.
Oh, no, our number 10 just got
Number
here.
10 just got here. Anybody want to hear a joke? Chris?
I guess so. I hesitate to say this. Hey, we are live. We're making television.
That's why I deferred to you.
Here we go.
Okay. All right, so we got number 10. Number 10 had 73 inches on day 1 and was outside the top 60. Made a charge on day 2 with 91 3/4 inches, was a ½ inch off the total caught by day 1 leader. All right, that gave him 164 3/4 inches, moving him into 10th place. Proof that you never give up. Tennessee native, now residing in the state of Georgia, Mr. Ron Champion.
What's up, buddy?
I just got to take credit a little bit for this one. It's kind of like when your kid graduates from school or what have you. I got this guy into kayak fishing back in the state of Tennessee. His wife got a job and they relocated 11 miles from where I grew up. So it's a pretty cool deal. And one of the best anglers I know, even better human being. I'm going to hand him the mic and let him tell you about his day, especially the part where you doubled down, didn't give up, didn't go home, didn't quit, and came up from outside. What place was it?
I think I was like 61st or something like that.
And now you're in 10th. So there you go, brother. It's all you.
61st to 10th.
Give him a round of applause.
Break it down,
Come on.
Ron. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was an awesome day. I mean, I just went out and went fishing. I mean, I fished the exact same spot I fished yesterday. I did the exact same thing. I knew the sun would help me today. Yesterday with the cloud cover, I needed the sunlight to position my fish. But it was an awesome day. I mean, I caught a 19 3/4, and then 30 minutes later I caught another 19, and I caught another 18 1/4. Like with 15 minutes left to go, and I wanted the top 20. That was my goal going in. And then when I started getting a little closer and closer, I was like, I'm going to be greedy. I want to get that 10. So I'm stoked, man.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Congrats, man.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. We'll see you in Hot Springs.
All right, thank you.
Great job.
Appreciate you, man.
You bet, Ron. Thank you. Yes,
All
sir.
right, so in 9th place, he had 89 inches yesterday. Finished up with 77 today for 166 inches total. From Ohio, Brian Coyne.
All right, Brian, come on up.
All right, Brian, tell us about your day.
Talk to us, man.
Talk to us about your day.
Break it down for
Break it
us.
down.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a good day today. I went out this morning. I had 3 fish on the board within like 12 minutes this morning. I had a limit by 7 o'clock.
It never happens.
Called up a few times, and then after that storm came through, I just didn't get another bite after that. So not as good of a day as yesterday, but obviously I still had fun this morning and had a great couple days down here. Want to thank obviously the city of Dayton for putting this thing on for us, and everyone that's been a part of this. Honestly, it's been a world-class event for me. It's such an opportunity to be up here on this stage. I watch FLW live every weekend, just like everybody else. So I just want to give a shout out. Thanks to Ardent Reels. They've been a huge support to me and given me an opportunity, a product that I can use for years to come. And Lifted Jigs has been a big sponsor to me as well. My family, mom, dad, my brother Willie, sister Rachel, and of course my girlfriend Lydia at home. So thanks everybody, and good luck to these guys. Or I guess congratulations.
Yeah, all right.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
Brian,
Appreciate
great
it.
job, man.
right.
Congratulations.
Round of applause for Brian. I guess I need to
Nice.
step back a little bit. I'm a big something to get around, so. All right,
good.
we got number 8 here.
Number 8 is here.
All right, in 8th place, he had 86 inches yesterday, finished with 80 and a half today for 166 and a half inches. From Virginia, Mr. Jody Queen.
All right, Jody Queen from Virginia. Good job, man. 8th place finish.
Talk to us, Jody.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey.
You bet, buddy. Yes, sir.
Tough day today for me a little bit because I lost my fish finder right off the bat. I lost all my waypoints and everything, but man, I caught a lot of fish, had a great time, and that's what's important, Joey.
Cool.
And
Anybody
8th
want to
place
thank?
finish for you.
Bonafide Kayaks, fishing online. Those guys are great. They back me everywhere I go, and then without them, I couldn't do what I do. So I really appreciate you. Torpedo, top of the list, man. They're great.
Cool. Awesome. Well, congratulations, brother. Thank
Good
you, man.
job, Joey.
Round of applause for this guy. All right. In 7th place, he had 81.5 inches yesterday, 85 1/4 today for 166 3/4 inches. From Kentucky, Joshua Howell.
Good job, Josh.
All right, tell us about your day, Josh.
Kentucky guy. Good
what
job,
you got?
man.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, I caught them a lot better today. I caught most of my fish on a wacky rig, at least my keeper fish, and then the other ones came off a 10-inch worm, dragging it around some riprap. And yeah, it was the best day I've ever had on the water.
Nice. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my family and friends back home cheering me on, and of course all the fans here at FLW KBF, because I mean this is a once in a lifetime moment to stand on this stage, and
Let's make it a
thank you
twice
guys
next
enough.
time. All right, man. Well, you get another opportunity in Hot Springs in August. All right. In 6th place, he had 83 1/4 inches yesterday, 83 1/2 today, with 166 3/4 inches from North Carolina, Mr. Corey Dreyer.
Corey Dreyer, North Carolina.
There you go. Good.
Good job, buddy. Yes, sir. You bet, man. You bet.
Get on there.
Talk to us, Corey. How'd you catch him, man?
I caught all my fish this week on a chatterbait and a Strike King rage bug. Smashed them yesterday. I probably caught close to 30 fish. Same thing today. You know, using my 13 fishing rods and reels. They've been a big supporter of mine for a long time. Wilderness Systems kayaks, torpedo motor. Without the torpedo, I wouldn't have been able to do this. You know, running in the winds, you know, holding position and whatnot. So if you're looking for a motor for your kayak, definitely check out Torpedo. Want to thank all my other sponsors, Calco's Fishing, Yak Attack, Picasso Lures, Catch Boards. I don't know, I'm probably missing somebody else. And I also want to give a big shout out to Chad, KBF, FLW. Really appreciate it. This thing's blowing up, it's getting big, so check it out if you're interested in kayak fishing. And I also want to give a shout out to my wife and kids and family. So, love you and see you tonight.
Absolutely. Good job, Corey.
Another round of applause for Corey Dreyer, one of the most consistent finishers ever in the history of kayak bass fishing competition. All right, in 5th place, he had 88 inches yesterday, brought in 81 today for a 169-inch total. From Indiana, Jason Cassidy.
Good job, Jason. 5th place, man.
There you go.
Good job, brother.
Tell us about it.
Woo! Well, thanks to everybody for coming out. Thank you, FLW. This is to walk across this stage. As many of you guys are out here, especially you youngins, get in a kayak. You will never look back, and you can be up here too, walking across the stage and living out your dream just like I am right now. Caught all my fish on a tube. Rig Stupid. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a real thing. Caught him yesterday in 22 feet of water out on a ledge. Nothing today until 11:30. I was in my car ready to not run a gun, but run home to Indiana. I had a big bird's nest on my rod and cut it off and grease-spooled. Sent a little prayer to the man upstairs and started going at him. So, you know,
Priorities.
God is good. I want to thank my wife, Raina, my kids watching at home, KBF, and FLW again. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much, Jason. 5th place, man.
Thank you, sir.
Congrats.
Congratulations. All right. Starting to get good. Here we go. In 4th place, 86 1/4 inches yesterday, had 83 1/2 today for 169 3/4. From Arkansas, the 2018 KBF Angler of the Year, Cody Milton.
Former Angler of the Year title.
Current Angler of the Year. There
He
you
is
go.
the current reigning Angler of the Year. Good job, Cody. 4th place, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
Break it down. How'd you
Break it
catch him,
down.
man?
Man, I've got to thank Accent Fishing Products. Every fish I caught this week came on something they made. I mean, it was truly just kind of a junk fishing day for me. It was a spinnerbait and a buzzbait and a square bill. And I think at the end of both days, I don't think I used any square bill fish. So it was all the River Special and the Finesse Jacob Wheeler buzzbait.
Cool.
Some true river fishing. It was good stuff.
Junk fishing works, man. Junk fishing 101 is real.
Anybody else you want to thank?
Fish USA, and if you haven't checked out their booths in the back, they have 15% off your first order. So go check them out, and they may even have free T-shirts for you. It might be out there. But that's about,
I think they got some mediums left.
some mediums, yeah.
All right, man. Thank you, brother. Congrats again.
Cody, 4th place, man. Congrats.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I've been informed that all of these guys are qualified for and in the contingency money with Dee Zee. So Dee Zee, we got a representative here, Mr. Dallas Donovan. We're going to get him to bring up the contingency money checks. Each one of these guys is going to get their regular check, and then they're going to get some extra money from Dee Zee for stepping up. In 3rd place, he had 84 inches yesterday. On day 2, he had 86 inches for 170-inch total. From Tennessee, Jordan Marshall.
Tennessee pride right there, Jordan Marshall, 170 inches. Wow.
So Jordan's going to take home his basic payout, but he's also going to take home this right here. He's going to take home a $1,000 gift certificate to the Dee Zee website for whatever man truck stuff, floor mats for his Subaru? Anyway, that's a little inside joke. All right, so Jordan, tell us how you caught it, man.
So yesterday I caught most of my fish on a chatterbait, and today they were not wanting to touch anything moving, so I had to really slow down and just start. I flipped a D-bomb pretty much all day and never put it down, and I didn't get a whole lot of bites, but the bites I got were pretty good. So
cool.
Yeah, I'd like to thank McKee's, McKee Outdoors in Maryville, and Kissel Rods, River Sports Outfitters, Hobie Kayaks, and I think that'll.
All right, man, sure show. Congratulations again.
Great job.
Y'all give them one more round of applause. Congrats, brother. All right, thank you. Just stay right up here.
3rd place.
All right, so let's get the last 2 guys up here. Bogdan Korostetsky and Ryan Lambert.
Can only be one champ, right, Chad? One champ.
One champion.
One will be champion, the other will finish.
All right, so I got Bogdan Korostetsky on my left, and I've got Mr. Ryan Lambert on my right. Ryan just won the KBF Pro Tour on Guntersville last weekend and is potentially going to take home back-to-back titles. It'll be the first time we've had that actually happen in KBF history. It'd be cool to make FLW KBF history at the same time, but I don't think Bogdan wants that to happen. So we're about to find out who is the first ever Dee Zee FLW KBF Open champion here on Lake Nickajack, presented by Yak Attack. And you know what? That just sounds good, don't it, Chris? Do you want to announce the winner?
Hey, I can do it. I mean, I've done that
a few times. A few times.
Yeah, a few times. Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to make some television right here. We're going to crown our champion. So when we do that, we want you to get loud for the champion. Hey, they've worked the last 2 days extremely hard, and it started with a practice period before that. So it came down to Ryan Lambert of Tennessee versus Bogdan Korostetsky of Michigan. And your champion with 174.25 is Bogdan Korostetsky of Michigan. And gets the win.
Where's the trophy?
2 inches. Wow!
All right, while we're getting the trophy, we're going to let Bogdan chill here for just a second. We're going to turn the mic over to Ryan. Let me tell you all about Ryan's total. Ryan led the leaderboard most of the day, and I'm talking about led it. You had about a 6-inch lead at one point, then traded first and second 3-4 different times. Right before the leaderboard went off, you were a little further down the leaderboard and then made the jump back up there. On day 1, he had 84.5 inches. On day 2, 87 3/4 inches for 172 1/4 inches, a 2-inch differential for your winner and your second place angler. Ryan, tell us about your day.
I started out the morning by sending Bo a text, and I said, "Good luck, kid, but no, I'm coming for you." I hope he had a good day, but not that good of a day. I was on a good pattern. I bet my entire tournament on smallmouth. I just feel like their bite's a lot more consistent. So I was fishing way north on Nickajack. I stayed on it. We had a really good morning bite, and it fell off. I didn't catch a fish for like 3 hours. So I made some moves and ended up catching a 19-inch fish and culling up 5 inches after the leaderboard shut off. So I think I jumped back up on him from what his last total was, but obviously he ended up culling up 2 more inches and gave me a little surprise. I just want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank Native Watercraft, Hook One Outfitters, Calco's Fishing, Dakota Lithium, Boondocks. More than that, I want to thank my friends. I had so many calls and texts all day long. That's the great thing about the kayak fishing community. I mean, everybody's so supportive. The Ship House guys, they were on my phone all day. My TVKA buddies. I mean, just the support's outstanding. And thanks to FLW and KBF for putting this event on. This is awesome.
Hey, and just to sweeten the pot with one more little thing, Dallas is going to present you another $1,500. And this guy right here is one of those guys that's got almost everything on his truck already, so you'll be able to juice it up a little more, man. Congratulations. Hey, look, y'all give him a round of applause. You're going to always see this guy in the conversation if we're having a catch, photo, release kayak tournament. So now we're going to turn our attention to this guy right here, Bogdan Korosetsky. So here's the great thing about this. You're going to be able to not only watch whatever coverage FLW Live got, whatever coverage we've got, you're going to get to watch this entire thing because he has a YouTube channel. And he's filmed his entire adventure fishing this event. So in a couple days, a couple weeks, whenever he gets home and decompresses it and gets it all edited up, you can go watch exactly how he did everything he did and get not just a little bit of insight, but 100% insight into how he did it. I'm going to turn it over to him. Bogdan, congratulations. I'll hold that hardware while you talk, man.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't know what to say. It's been tough, stressful, and I did not expect to be here on the stage.
Yeah, do that one first.
I'm very thankful to be here. My practice was weird, and I couldn't figure out much. I found fish shallow, but I wanted to move off the bank because I knew like people were gonna start fishing banks. So I wanted to find something else, but I didn't know what I was looking for. So I was just finding spots offshore, and I stumbled upon offshore humps that had grass on them, and that's like pretty much what we fish in Michigan and catch a lot of fish. So I felt right at home finding those spots. On day one, those spots, the fish were schooling in the morning, like throughout the whole day. So I was able to catch a lot and bigger fish too. This morning I went to the better spot and it was very quiet. It took me 1 hour to get a first keeper, and it was very slow, and that made me stressed out because my expectations were too high. And yeah, somehow I managed to catch 5 decent fish, and yeah, that's how it happened.
Worked out, man.
All right, congratulations, brother.
Congratulations to you, our champion.
So listen, give this guy a round of applause. Go check out kayakbassfishing.com. We'll post up all of his stuff. We'll be releasing a video as well. He's going to spend the money one day, but they'll never be able to take that hardware away from him. So for the check presentation, I'm going to get Dallas over here from Dee Zee, and he's going to present both the check for the first place payout and the check for that contingency money from Dee Zee. I'm going to turn it over to Dallas so he can hand off the cash. Here you go, brother.
All right, here at an event, I just want to say congratulations to all the anglers out there. It seems like they had a good 2 days, even though the storm was out. We appreciate being involved at the event, and here's a $5,000 first place, as well as a $2,500 gift certificate for you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Cool.
There you go, man. Congratulations to you, Bogdan.
Thank you, Dallas. Let's get a round of applause for our title sponsor, Dee Zee Truck Accessories. All right, we're going to get these guys off the stage, do the photos and the interviews and all that stuff. Y'all go check out the show on Sportsman. Go check it out on WFN, and go check out Bogdan on YouTube. I'm going to hand it over to Chris and let you roll with the show, brother.
Thank you so much, Chad Hoover. Give him a huge round of applause. He's pioneering this movement. We will see you at the Cup, man.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week on the awesome Tennessee River Lake, Lake Nickajack. Got to congratulate Bogdan here again for taking home the title of the Dee Zee FLW KBF Open Champion presented by Yak Attack. He's got the hardware. He's got the title. They can never take it away, but more importantly, he's heading into Hot Springs, into the Dee Zee FLW KBF Cup presented by Yak Attack as a champion. No matter what, you go into that, they can never take that title away from you. So talk to us about the experience here. Talk to us about how you caught him. You know, it's your stage, man. You talk to us about what you did, how was the event?
It's been a lot of ups and downs. Being away from home is a lot of stress, and being here by myself the first day, it was very foreign to me, and I couldn't adjust at first, but then I just kept saying to myself, I'm here just to fish, and next day I went fishing, I was okay. So it was difficult at first, but then once I started fishing, it just started working out. Practice was good. I started beating the bank just to try to find something, and found pre-spawn bass on wood, but I wanted something else. Like, I know people are gonna fish that, and I didn't want to be in front of them or like fishing with them tournament day. So I ventured offshore, tried to find something, looked at different structures, and somehow I found humps with weed beds, and those weed beds produced a lot of fish. Like the first day, I found 2 weed beds that were productive, and the first day the fish were schooling. There were a lot of different species on the weed beds: carp, gar, bass, of course, even
drum,
even
catfish.
Yeah, I got a lot of scratches in my hand trying to get the chatterbait out. Yeah, I caught him on a jackhammer chatterbait with the diesel minnow. Yeah, the water is muddy, so I think the vibration and the chatterbait with chartreuse kind of helped to mimic the shad and help the fish see it better. It looked like that when the sun came out, they could see it better. That's when they bit it better. Day 2 was a little bit harder. The fish were not schooling as much, but I stuck to the best area I had, and I would fish it a little bit, go somewhere else. There were other weed beds around it, but they were not as good. So I just let it rest and just come back to it a few times, and somehow I found 5 decent fish that put me in this place.
Well, man, congratulations. And I want to take this to elaborate a little bit on what Bogdan said. Bogdan said he found fish on the bank, and he knew that those were pre-spawn fish on wood. 90% of the time, anglers are going to settle in and say, oh yeah, but he didn't think like he was fishing. He thought like he was tournament fishing. And he said to himself, I'm probably going to be competing with people for those fish. I need to find fish that I'm going to have to myself. And more importantly, I need to find fish that I'm going to be able to produce for 2 days, not just a day. So that's an interesting observation. I appreciate you sharing it. That is the way a champion thinks. That is the way a tournament competitor thinks, that is planning on going out there and competing and not putting all their eggs in one basket. So man, you made that adjustment. The adjustment. That's the adjustment right there. That adjustment of making sure that you've got the fish to win it, the strategy to win it. I tell everybody it's the 60-30-10 rule. 60% knowledge, 30% preparation, 10% luck. The more knowledge and preparation you have, the less you leave in the luck bucket. Bro, you dumped your luck bucket completely out. Use knowledge and preparation to take home the title. Congratulations. Listen, guys, this is the first ever Dee Zee FLW KBF Open presented by Yak Attack here on beautiful Lake Nickajack, Dayton, Tennessee, and we're headed to Hot Springs, Arkansas for the first ever FLW KBF Cup, and this guy's qualified. So are 19 other guys that are going to move in without paying, and the top 100 in this event also qualified. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to check the link in the description box so you can go check out his YouTube channel, so you can go follow him on socials. If he's dropping that kind of knowledge here, you better believe when you watch his videos, you're going to pick up even more information that's going to help you become a better angler. It's going to help you make those adjustments, and it's going to help you think like a champion. So Bogdan, congratulations again. Kayak Outbreak, y'all go check him out. We'll see y'all next time. Oh, what, you thought this was over? There's daylight, water, and big fish nearby. Shh, I'm going fishing. Why do you think I left my boat in the water?